So, I really don't know how to start this video. I'm sure people have noticed I haven't been around a lot. Like, I'll stream whenever, but videos kind of slowed down quite a bit. So, I have just been under a Donald Trump ruined this word, I swear to God. But I've been under a tremendous amount of stress, and my depression is basically kicking my ass all over the place. And I don't know if I've spoken about this before. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I have an aunt, and my aunt was um, diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer. And this is why I'm so pissed off at Boogie 2988. You don't fake cancer. I think a lot of people have been affected by cancer in their families. They know the heartbreak, the heartache, the stress. And that's why I get so pissed with Boogie 2988. But yeah, so I've been trying to cope with that. I'm gonna do my damnedest not to sit here and cry because Lord knows I've wanted to cry, but I'm gonna try and not cry. So she's been battling it now for well over, I don't know, a month, 2 months, and she's losing. And I don't want to go over specifics, but just that she's losing. Here's the part that gets me the most. She's only 9 years older than me. Yes, I have a very young aunt. She's always been a fiery go-getter. She is a no-nonsense gal. She she's the kind of woman who will not put up with bullshit. She doesn't put up with stupid people. She doesn't put up with bullshit. If you mistreat her, she will show you fury, or you'll never hear from her again. She's very strong, very smart, and I wish I was more like her. I do. I wish I wasn't such a pussy. But my back is starting to hurt sitting in this. Oh, um, God. So my mom called me earlier, and she just kind of updated me on my aunt's condition, and it's not good. And my mom said she kind of expected it because of what happened with her father, my grandfather. He died from type or type. cate- category. He died from stage 4 cancer. Why am I trying to use these other words? Stage 4 cancer. That's what killed him. He was a heavy smoker a good portion of his life. My aunt was a good smoke was a heavy smoker a good portion of her life. I'm getting my words jumbled. Sorry. A good chunk of her life she smoked like a freight train. She finally quit several years back. I don't think it's much better, but she went over to vaping. Um, and I don't know if the vaping caused this to just get worse or continue or what. I've heard horror stories about vaping, so it's not a whole lot better than smoking. Um, what gets me is when they found out she had stage 4 cancer, instead of jumping, and I mean jumping, and getting her into treatment ASAP, they drug their fucking feet. The doctors drug their feet. They drug their feet and drug their feet. Like, I feel like she would have had a more of a fighting chance if they had rushed her in the moment the diagnosis came in. Oh crap, let's get her on chemo, let's get her going, let's get her saved. They didn't. They didn't because our family's not made of money. I can guarantee you if it had been any wealthy person that walked in there would stay, or walked in, she didn't really walk in, that came in, that was brought in with stage 4 cancer, and they had buku cash, they would have rushed to get them help. If we were wealthy, my aunt would have probably been on a path to recovery, actually. The Hippocratic Oath doesn't mean shit anymore. Is it the Hippocratic? The Hippocratic? Hippocratic Oath? You know what I'm talking about. But it doesn't mean anything anymore. So I I don't want to say what's going on physically with her because some stuff has happened since the diagnosis and it's progressed. They put her on medication that caused her cancer cells. They were slow moving cancer cells. You know, there's fast moving and slow moving. They don't spread very fast. There's a chance to save a person. They literally put her on a drug or something that caused it to speed up. The cancer went from slow cancer to fast cancer. It feels like they're intentionally trying to kill her. I don't know. I don't know. This is going to sound shitty, but there's a lot of people in this world that I feel deserve death far more than my aunt. She's never been somebody to, she's not an evil woman. She's never been evil. She's headstrong and she goes after what she needs. That's how she's been most of her life. I haven't gotten enough sleep. Too much anxiety. I literally wake up with panic attacks. I mean, there's more going on than that. On top of uh on top of what's going on with my aunt, I got a letter from Social Security for a disability update, and these make me have panic attacks too. I'm not going to show any of the information. There's like numbers and stuff on here. Yeah, that's not my phone number. But well, every time I get one of these things that I have to fill out this report, it freaks me out. If you work for someone, no. But no, just I just mean that there's a lot of stress piling up. So what I mean is on top of what's going on with my aunt, there's other things that's kind of piling on, if that makes sense. Sorry, cleaning the lens. That looks better. The lens looked smudged or something. I don't know if I grabbed it at one point in time or what, but I've been just trying not to go crazy and kill myself. I told her early on it should be me. I told her she should live on and I should die. And now that I think about it, I have talked about my aunt's cancer, but I think it's only been on streams. It hasn't been in a video. I feel like it should have been me. She has a lot to live for. The possibility of grandkids, man. She's got two sons, two strong, strong males, awesome dudes, and I get the feeling they'll have kids at one point, and they will never know their grandmother. Because I mean it's too soon to be talking like she's gone. I don't think she's gone. They're still gonna go forward with a procedure that they think will help her if she's willing to go with it, and apparently she is. So I feel hopeless, helpless. I feel like I feel a lot of emotions. I would love to smack some doctors upside their heads. And it's not just them, it's that fault. It's the way our country works. It's not about helping people. It's not about helping people. It's about money. And I really, 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 really wish there was something I could do. And what's bad is I could start some sort of fundraiser, but hardly anyone would show up for it. It wouldn't do any good. Nobody would donate. My channel's just too small. I wish to God I was a smarter man, and I wish to God I was a normal man. I wish I didn't have the crap wrong with my brain that's wrong with it. I wish it functioned like a normal person, or hell, I wish it functioned like a genius. I wish I was a genius. I wish when I was in school, I wish learning things came to me. And the reason I say all this is because if I was a better person, I could be more of a success, I feel. If I was more of a success, I could have helped my aunt. I hate this world. I hate this world so much. And I hate a lot of people in it. How how is it we live in a world where we deal with people like what I deal with on a daily basis: selfish, self centered, drug headed fools being terrible in society. And then people like Donald Trump. I'm not trying to be too political here, but I'm just saying there's terrible people in this world that will live for years. They'll live a long time, and they're terrible. They're not good people, and they'll live a long time. Meanwhile, my aunt, who's always been hardworking, sacrificed a lot, very smart, very, very smart, as smart as I wish I was. But how is it how is it justified that the good die young? The good die young, and the bad live and live and live. I know that's shitty to say. I mean, I shouldn't hope death on anybody. I'm just saying, why do we live in a world where horrible people get everything handed to them while good people struggle and then die? This world, I don't think, is going to be here much longer because a lot of us aren't willing to sacrifice. It's going to continue to get worse. We've seen what happened over. We've seen what happened with Hurricane Helene, the damage that was done there. This world, and I don't mind saying it, this world is probably doomed. Pretty sooner than later it's doomed because of how shitty people are. How selfish, self-centered, horrible, horrible, horrible monkeys. We are horrible, horrible monkeys. Horrible, horrible apes. Yeah, we stand upright. Yeah, we're able to understand math and the universe more. But at the end of the day, we're just fucking monkeys. Selfish, tribalistic monkeys who would destroy everything around us to be comfortable, as opposed to doing things that are right, not just right by the planet, but right by each other. I hate this world. I hate this world, and I hate a lot of people in it. My aunt is a good woman. I'll say that. She's a smart woman. I've said that over and over again because she literally is. She's everything I wish I was, minus a smoker. I don't like smoking. I think smoking is disgusting. I'm getting weird insects in my house. I'm looking at one now. Hell, that's how ADHD I am. I'm sitting here talking about this, and a fucking bug is crawling up my wall, and I'm like, that's how fucked up my head is. Like, I can't just zone in and get through this. I didn't mean for this video to be so long, but I wanted to explain. I wanted to say a lot. I wanted to get a lot off my chest. But I'm sorry I haven't uploaded anything or done anything. Nothing makes me excited. Nothing makes me happy. Ugh. Everything makes me miserable. And I can't motivate myself. That's also why I keep blocking myself off from individuals. And I know I've made some people, I won't say who, but I know I've made some people pretty upset recently with me just being Is the word reserved? I don't know if the word is reserved or not. Being just keeping to myself mostly. But it's not to be mean to anybody. It's not to be selfish. It's not to be terrible. I just, between all that and my back, fuck, I can't lean against anything anymore. I start having pain up my back, up into my head, into my gums. That's the other problem. Social Security has the nerve to send me a letter redoing my disability. You know, update report. And here I am struggling with a bad back, arthritis everywhere. That's not right. Anyhow, sorry for this video. Hope it explains why I haven't done much, and I don't know when I'll get back to anything. Until till things till things fix. I'll probably do another video when the next Action Game Maker letter comes out. I do a video every time there's a letter about that software. And I don't want to skip it. But just right now I can't. I just can't. Have a good night, evening, day, depending on your time zone.